Hello. Hello, YouTube world. I am here today. Today I'm very late. And of course my cat thinks that she can get on the table, which she cannot. So excuse me because she's going to knock everything over. I mean, she doesn't usually actually do that. However, she's right up close to it all the time. Like that noise. Go on, you guys. Out. Oh boy. She's right up close to it on a regular basis. And I just have, this is my space. She's not allowed. She's allowed on like 1 or 2 tables. And that's it. But, and there's my dog talking. He likes to talk. Doug, nothing's going on right now, buddy. You should just go sit down. So, it's Friday. It's Friday. And it's a pretty nice day here. I think it's about 78 degrees and a slight breeze, which for me makes for perfect weather. Yep. And I have, I didn't bring a tissue. That wasn't good. I have, a crimp in my neck. I've been having that on and off all day. Not good because tomorrow I have to drive over the top of the hill, windy road to get an MRI. But afterwards, there is a music festival at the Anderson Valley Brewing Company. Any of y'all know about Anderson Valley Brewing Company beer? One of the original small companies making, I guess it's called IPA beers, right? And you could only get them here and then only in the Bay Area. And now they're everywhere. But that brewery is local and it's about 20 minutes away from me. And in the summer, they have local bands, which are kick-ass bands, all different types, on Fridays for free, and barbecue set up on their lawn, their huge lawn, and they have like frisbee golf area, the whole thing. And tomorrow, Saturday, they're doing an 8-hour benefit for the senior center and 4 different bands. So after my MRI, I'm going to go hang out and buy some barbecue, support the senior center, which one day I'll be using, and listen to some music in the nice sun. Why not? And if I decide I don't like it, I can drive home. Easy peasy. So, Friday. I'm Lucinda. It says that down there. I'm late. So I have some new things, some old things, good prices, household things, some one antique. Yeah, see, Kitty did knock that one thing over. One really cool, pretty old. It's all vintage. I'm in Northern California, and just like everyone else, I use PayPal to invoice you and pirate ship to save you about a third on shipping. I do 2-week build-a-boxes. So that saves you on shipping if you come to my sales and purchase multiple times, and it saves me time on invoicing. It just works out that way for me right now. And right now, this is week 1 of 2-week build-a-boxes. And I've only been doing Fridays right now. I may pop in next week on a Monday as well, or a Tuesday. Unclear. So, if you've never been here before and you bid on something and you win, then I'll need all the usual information: your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address with zip code, and please embed within the email your PayPal email. don't presume that I'm going to know that it's the email you're sending your info from, because it's not always, and it just creates a hassle. Cat, hello, you. Ooh, my shoulder it's my neck. I have to go to that MRI tomorrow. I've already had to cancel twice. Oh, I hope it goes away. Okay, so that's what's up. And I'm going to get started. If anyone has any questions, ask me in the comments, in the chat. I don't really do recaps. I'll do a little bit of them at the end of some of the cooler items or what's right in front of me. And you can always email me or put in the comments that you're interested in an item. Or if you come in late, you can change your speed settings to go super duper fast, and I'll sound like a little crazy squirrel, and drop in an item at any time, and I will happily pull it back up for you. Cat, how's your mom, Cat? She doing well? So there is this one item, household, that I want to start with. And, you know, I haven't brought it around for a while. And because of this, literally, there was a whole bunch of weird legal stuff I had to deal with. And I couldn't put it off, and therefore I'm late. So I wasn't able to look him up again. But I am now, because it's my memory. Yeah. Okay. So this first item, I'm going to write it down. Lion is a Gildner and Son. Gildner and Son Lion frosted candy dish. Gildner is Gillnder. It is from 1870s. 1870s. And they go for quite a bit. 1870s, 1880s. So we are going to start with that item. I love this. And I am going to ask a reasonable price. Start bid. At least I think it's reasonable. But hey. So it starts at $44. And it is in perfect condition. Here is, so I hope y'all like your antique. This is antique glass. There is the lion. I want to show you the whole thing. Here's the edging. The lid is so tall that it's a huge amount of room in here. And then now this is where I'm going to show pieces separately because it's antique. And I don't want to break it. Oh, God, I didn't even know that. So here is like this. It kind of looks like a palm tree, if you will. Here is lions on the bottom. Look at that. And this, but the bottom is just, it's lightly frosted. And I am going to shine a light on it in a minute to see if we get any UV. Look at, it's like he's napping. And there is two, and then the palm tree is the exact same. Here is the open bottom. I feel like the slightest bit of roughness, but this thing is, what is this thing? Like 140 years old? There is the tiniest little chip. I mean, it's so tiny right there. And then inside, it has these scalloped edges because it comes up and goes out. So 6 of those. And there is a little price tag old here. I very much suspect that that is from an antique mall at some point, a long time ago. So here's this. That's the bottom. The bottom is 4 inches tall without the lid. Now, of course, the bowl part is 2 inches, and I believe the same is going to be true the extra room on the top with the lion. A tiny bit of dust. Now, here's the top with this. It's like bubbles put together. It's not really a scallop as much as it's almost like popped up bubbles, blown glass. And let me tap this. Hold on. Yeah, it's got crystal. Hear that? Oh, cat, you bid. Hear the crystal? Good for you. And then the lion is in, sorry, it's blowing it out, is in perfect condition. And his feet right here, it's almost like it's up on a slab. Tiny bit dirty. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, no chips, no cracks. His nose is intact. And again, cat. Oh, thank you, cat. Bless your heart. I adore you. You're a cool person. I hope we meet in person one day. So again, the top lid is 2 inches tall without the lion, right? So the bowl has 4 inches of space to put things in. Of course, if you take the lid off, things are going to go falling. Nothing happened. Except my dog panicked. Good, cat. I really want to do that. In total height, with the all the way up to the lion's head from the bottom, it's about 8 inches. And then the diameter of the candy dish is about 6.5. And it's clearly crystal, but let's shine a UV light on it. And cat is in at 44, y'all. So if anyone else who's here is interested, you would need to come in under 50. It's dollar increments, 45 or higher. And after 50, it's $2 increments. So let's just see with this little black light if it glows at all. Crystal doesn't necessarily glow. It is super old glass. You would think it would. I am just getting, well, that's not well. My mom used to say, well, every time I do that, sorry. I'm looking at it first just to be sure. I'm mostly seeing purple, but there is a hint of green, just a small hint in different places, like around his mouth, kind of more inside of his body, if you will. And yeah, okay. So I tell you what we're gonna do. And cat, I'm gonna you see green? Yeah, I see a little bit of green. There's the purple, but there is tones of green. And it rings like crystal. I mean, which makes sense because the Victorian era, etc., a lot of the glass was crystal. And this is Gildner. If you look up the company, was very high end. So I'll show it one last time, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do fair warning. If I'm in the fair warning. This is gorgeous. And I couldn't believe when I knew this was something special when I picked it up, but I was like, what? When I found out what it was, I was like, it's that old? Get out of town. Okay, 45 or higher, y'all. Last call. I'm going to put this very carefully over here, and it will be wrapped so very well, Cat. And I appreciate you. Sold to Cat for 44. Thank you, Cat. I had no idea you collected antique glass and lions. I mean, who knew? I just thought, well, I had a few people in here. Let's bring up the lion. That's so great. Good, Cat. It's going to a good home. Ah, and I've had it hanging around and for about like 6 months, and I've only shown it a couple times, so it was perfect timing. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that was a great way to start the sale. Now, I'm going to show you all something that is so rare that sells for hundreds of dollars that my partner picked up. And I was like, what are you going to do with that? Romola, hey, you. I was like, what are you going to do with this thing? What is that? I mean, really, you know? And he knew all about it. And then we looked it up and I was like, what? Okay. So starting bid on this. So this is either you're a deadhead and you know, and you collect this stuff, or you're a reseller and you want to flip it. And if no one buys it, I'll show it maybe twice. It's going on eBay. Yeah. And this is a very niche market. Now, it's starting at $150. And I need you all to look it up because you're like, is she out of her mind? Because that's how I feel about this whole thing. The one thing about this piece, but this is not unusual online, and it doesn't affect the price that much. Of course, intact. Here's the back. Anyone know what that is? What's that, y'all? This is a belt buckle. Apparently, the way that they made it, it was not uncommon for this part it was too thin. So this part broke. So it needs to have a new buckle soldered there. Yeah, it's the Grateful Dead. This happens to be, I'm going to read it, TM Grateful Dead Productions, made by, copyright by Kelly's Mouse. That's very important. GDP 1978. This made in the USA. This, I'll show you the front in a minute. This is a limited edition, only in 1978, and not that many pieces. And if you look this thing up online, you can see that you can flip this for double what I'm asking. It's pewter. I think that's another reason why this broke. And someone probably wore this until they died. You know? Here is the front. Now, I was never a deadhead. That was not my deal. I was never a deadhead. But there is a classic deadhead design, roses, and the classic script of Grateful Dead. And like I said, it's a belt buckle. And it is worth $300 to $600, even with the broken belt buckle. Nuts, right? I never would have picked this up. It's fairly thick and it's fairly heavy. And I just thought I'd show it here before I list it on eBay. You never know. There might be a deadhead out there somewhere. How much does it weigh? It weighs 5 ounces, pretty substantial. And I think that might be, oh, and it has like, those are as a grin. Those are teeth with, I don't know what coming out the back of its head. 2.5 inches in diameter. So if y'all want to get a screenshot and look up 1978 Grateful Dead belt buckle made by Kelly's Mouse, you will see the comps, and then you can get back to me. Just thought I'd show it. But like I said, I have a whole area, a box in which I'm compiling stuff to put on eBay and or do a whatnot, but something like that would go on eBay. So thank you for looking. Keep it in mind. Let me know if you're a reseller or you love the dead, flip it or redo the belt buckle and wear it if you're a deadhead. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go now? How about over here? Let's bring the prices down. Romola, I haven't seen you in a long, long time. And you were just, your name popped up on, was it Jen and Denise's chat? Or I think so. And I thought, wow, I haven't seen Romola in so long. And then here you are. Hi. I hope you've been doing well. So this is going to be a starting bid of $27. Where I picked this up from, I don't know. I'm just starting to get to know a little bit the thrift stores in my homestead area because I always bought down in the Bay Area. So until then, I do a lot of buying from other resellers and from up there. And it is a, oh my gosh, I always get this wrong. Okay, let's show you this first. Okay, what is it? What am I talking about? And I did put up a preview, and I got to tell you that I'm going to start doing that all the time again because I might have got this from you, Kat. Romola. Yeah, no doubt. I understand that problem. What was I just saying? I forgot. I'm going to start doing previews again because a lot of things show up really well on the preview, but with my overhead lights and ring lights, it blows out colors so so there you are. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 strands for which I keep messing with it and it keeps making it, there you go. It's like a brown coppery with some purple dyed mother of pearl. And I think it's all just dyed mother of pearl. However, it's possible, ooh, camera, come on, that these smaller pieces, no, that's mother of pearl. You see the telltale little lines there? Yeah. So there's purpley, oh no, there it is. I'm going to take it off. Now that you've seen it, it's on a copper chain. It's got an extender. It does have a maker. Vintage wise, I think this is like 80s. Could be wrong, but I'm thinking 80s. So getting into the beads individually. This is Tiger's Eye. It's being blown out by too much ring light. I knew there was, no, this is actually more like a jasper. There is some Tiger's Eye on it though. See, this is what I mean. I get in here and the light blows out the individual colors. Oh, I hate that. And then there's, is that a faux pearl or a real pearl? That might be a real pearl. Hard to tell. Another white stone. More of this. So there you go. There's some colors. There you go. Might just be a jasper. It's really pretty. It's very long. Oh, no, I don't worry about it too much, Kat. A lot of people get really upset by that, but I don't understand why. This is Jewels, I believe is what it says. Jules. Vintage tag, vintage line, Jewels. Beautiful copper chain. Yeah, that's definitely an older copper. It's even a copper clasp with wear. The extender is about 2.5 inches. What a nice piece. I love copper. And then it has already about a 2-inch chain on each side. I will give you an idea what it would look like on me. Then I'll give you the length and then we can move on. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, heck yeah. That's gorgeous. And it would go with, layering what I'm already wearing. So the longest one comes down to here. So that's about 24 inches. And the shortest right here is about 18. 4 strands. Feels really nice and it looks really nice. Starting bid of 27. And remember, I don't do recaps. And again, if you're really interested in a piece and you're like, well, that dang light just isn't showing it so good, I totally relate. So pop on over to my preview. I think it's like less than 2 minutes. You can fast forward and stop and look at the colors there, because that's just the way it is. Natural light versus ring lights. And I tell you, natural light, I had an abundance of at my dad's. And it was worse than having ring lights. It just completely blew the color out. So remember, when I get into more like the vintage items, thank you for looking. Thank you for being here. And as always, you can always give me a thumbs up. Why am I forgetting my words so much today? I don't know, but I am. So I'm just going to forget what I was going to say. What in the world? Okay. What's up with that? My neck is hurting, so maybe it's something to do with that. Okay. Let's do another couple household items right quick. And these I've had for a while. They are very collectible. They're not super rare, but they're not common either. It'd be hard to find in the wild. This is the lowest price I've ever done. They're buy it now and choice. I forgot. Buy it now and choice. See, something's up with my words. That happens sometimes when I'm having like pain and maybe it's shifting to a fibromyalgia flare. So maybe that's what it is. So these are from 1985. They're Gildan Gill Glidden Giddden Glidden, I think. Glidden, there it is. 1985. They are this yellow pottery, and they are not the horoscope, okay? There's two different ones. They're not the horoscope. These were made, I think, in Italy. So even though this could be Taurus the bull, and that would be fine, that's not what they were actually called his circus collection. He made multiple collections of these dishes. And you see how it's just kind of inset. This particular set had 4 different dishes, just like this. It's slightly raised. It's very MCM looking, right? Even though it's 1985. He's very talented. When I did research and looked up all of his, this is your second choice, looked up all of his items, and this says 35. So maybe that's, see, I thought they were older. Okay. So I'm going to take it back because that's what I thought. And when I was like 85, these are MCM. That's just the design number. These are much older than 85. Thank God. I was like, what? So, and then this cool dude, see, circus theme. He is like a European juggler with his little kind of jester outfit, or the costume of like a matador. That also goes hand in hand. Totally MCM, just brilliant. I'll tell you the dimension, $18. Buy it now. You just tell me if you want the juggler or the bull. And that's the cheapest prices I'm going to have. This is the last time I'm going to show them. And then they're going on eBay or into a whatnot sale. They are 5 1/4 in dimension. 5 1/4. And the depth is barely 1/4 of an inch. This one has the tiniest little chip on the edge. Yellow pottery. Absolutely beautiful. I would love to have the whole set. And then I would do like a taco toppings. Okay, these are going over here, and they are not coming back unless someone comes in later or after my sale, emails me and says, hey, I'm interested in those. How's everyone's Friday night? Anything exciting? Okay, this is going to be a starting bid of $35. And I wanted to show you something. I did this in the preview. And on top of this, this is Marlena. My other, the black one, is Dolly. So say hi, Marlena. She's my assistant, Marlena. I wanted to show you, this is lucite, but it was not showing well. And when I did the preview, it finally did. It is pinks and gold flecks in this incredible hinge bracelet. See what happens at a certain angle in the camera? It looks like it's all just whited out. It looks like it's damaged, and that it wouldn't, see, there you go. And that it wouldn't have any colors at all when you were wearing it. That's not true at all. It has tons of color. It's actually really outstanding. It's almost like a pink dichroic, except that it's lucite. So I'll show this in a minute, but I brought them together because I think these would go together really well. So what we're starting bid at 35 at the moment here on Marlena is this beautiful teeny tiny 1960s style, possibly 50s. 70s would really be pushing it. See the teeny tiny little links of these pink glass floral beads. These are teeny tiny Italian floral beads. It's a very short necklace. It is very fine construction. I remember wearing things like this that were, my mother's or my friend's parents that we sniped out of the jewelry box as a teenager. See the this fine construction of this chain. And I mean, this is the type of thing that if you pull it really hard, you're going to break it. And there's no jump rings in between. So it's very delicate. And I have looked and looked for where it would say that it was gold. Couldn't find it. So I gave up. But it might be. I do have, y'all, look at this. I do have my testing stone and the liquids over here. I just haven't got there yet because I get really nervous when instructions are like corrosive acids, wear a mask, wear your glasses, put on gloves. And so then I'm like, oh no, I'm going to die. And I see other resellers, they don't have any gloves on or anything. They just scratch the stone, they put the stuff on, and they carry on. They don't wipe their hands or anything. So I think I'm being ridiculous. But so here is the stones. It shows really well again in the preview. Each one is unique, and they're very opalescent inside. And they're made with that copper pin that goes through, and then they bend it and put the chain on. Classic older style of beads. See what I'm saying? These are beautiful and they're really detailed, but it's just blown out. I tried to show this last week. Same thing. The detail and the colors are just blown out. So if you like this type of dainty little, it's almost like a key, right? Key loop chain. If you like this and you're interested, and again, you can't see it clearly enough here, the detail, please look on my preview. And I will put it on. It's basically choker. So that would be it closed on me. It is not on my neck, but it is just right here. So it's probably 14 inches. Beautiful piece. Absolutely beautiful piece. And like I said, it would go fabulously with the cuff that I'm going to bring up in a minute. 7. I appreciate all of you being here. 14, well, it's 15 inches. 15 inches around. And I mean, you can see it, but in person, it's stunning. Old vintage Italian beads on a old style Italian chain. No idea the maker. These, unless this had a tag, it's just too difficult to figure that out. Let me put this pretty little lady in a bag so it doesn't get tangled or broken. Thank you for looking. And this one I probably will also show one more time, and then it's going on eBay. Okay, now starting bid of the lucite hinge bracelet is going to be What did I just, that 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 didn't work at all. Let's do that again. That worked. 18. So again, it if it was red and it was glass, I would be calling it like a faux dragon's breath. I'll show you the back. The back kind of shows it a little better in a second. So the hinge is really well made. It pulls like that. This ball is what you pull on, and then it just sits right behind there. It has this really nice sculpted wire with a soldered ball and a little flourish like a piano note going back. Hello, Noelle. Noelle, there you are, Noelle. What's going on? I dropped the price on this from the last time I showed it. Here's the hinge. And again, see, look at that. Trying to show you the inside. You can see that it's pink, but the details. It looks like it's just a bunch of lines and it's cracking and it's all screwed up. Never understand that. But it's just full on like confetti. Confetti? That's not a word. Confetti is not a word. I sound like I'm 3. Confetti. Noelle is in at 18. Someone would have to come in at 19 or higher. Fair. Let me see. Where is this? How are you, Noelle? Fair warning. And the other side has the same kind of little flourish. Well, no, that's one side has the flourish and the other has the opening. So let me put it on. And it snaps right on. It fits me perfectly. Oh, that kind of helps being on my skin. It's reds, greens, golds, blues. And it is a 7.25. Fits my wrist. 7.25. And fair warning, y'all. You'd have to come in at 19 or higher. Last call. And does it have any green? A little bit. A little bit. Okay. It's on my wrist now, Noelle. It's not coming off. I actually, you know me and plastics and stuff. I actually would totally keep this, but it's yours now, Noelle. I love this. Thank you, Noelle. Thank you, Noelle. And good price. I think I lowered it by, I don't know, not quite $10, but close. Okay. And it does. It just opens and closes so easily. Nice. Okay. Going down in my jewelry box for sold items. All right. Where am I at and what am I going to do? So some of this is the big dogs and some of this is just for fun. So where did I just, let's put sold to Noelle. And then look, this is just something that's fun. Hey, this is just something that's fun. I like it. I would be wearing it over on my metal bracelets arm. May happen. I've shown it a few times. It's a buy it now of 6. This is most likely from India. It's got the little kind of rope wrap look. And look how that's out of alignment. That makes me think it was hand done. And the little tiny soldered balls. Noelle's like, okay. And these are just plastic, Noelle. And Noelle, my darling, hold on. Yeah, this was hand done. That's ridiculous. There is one right there. That stone is missing, Noelle. That stone is missing. Here's the inside. I would say this is from the 70s. Noelle, do you care that the stone is missing? You can retract. Tell me yes or no. I don't care. Fact of the matter is, I thought about putting it aside and finding a little something, of which I'm sure I have something, and gluing it in there before I brought it back. Okay. All right. Sold to Noelle. Excellent. I like it, Noelle. So you repair stuff too. Noelle has a lot of secrets going on. Anyone ever see her stuff on thank you, Noelle. Anyone ever see her Instagram? She has the most incredible jewelry collection. And I mean, any of us who know Noelle and have been watching her buy know that. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I'm burping at you. Sorry. Honestly, Noelle, I haven't been on, I'm trying to stay off of social media a lot right now. YouTube, but like Facebook, Instagram, I'm trying to just like be like, no. So I haven't seen anything you've posted lately. I need to go catch up. Okay. So, all right. Gonna do this. Let's do this one on Dolly. This, again, I should have tested, but I didn't. Starting bit of Kathy. Yes, I have wondered about that for a long time. And I suspect, Kathy, that the answer is 0. I suspect that, unlike me, who is always covered in all kinds of stuff different every day, that Noelle stashes it under her bed because it's about looking at the beauties but not wearing it. I knew it. Okay. So this is on Dolly. Say hello, Dolly. Here is the back. This is definitely a 1970s style, like Italian chain. Is it silver? I didn't test it. It doesn't say 925 anywhere. So therefore, I'm going to have to go with that it's not. But I could be wrong. I love the wrap. It's very thick. It would be, it's heavy chain. Dolly's going to go sit down for a little while, but she's not in trouble. Oh, well, there you go, Noelle. That's fun. See that? It has the look of sterling, but that doesn't mean it is. It could be like rhodium. Rhodium often has like, not often. Well, sure, often. Has like a tiny bit of sterling silver mixed in. Therefore, it becomes, this rhodium right? It's like two different metals, but you can't call it silver or sterling silver because it's got so little of it in it. But look at this. And here's the bump, bump. Is there anything? I keep staring at this clasp constantly because I really keep expecting that somewhere it's going to say that it's some, like sometimes, just so we're talking, I do a show and tell. So sometimes right here on that bottom part of the clasp, they'll be in the tiniest little numbers, 925 right there, or right along here, or even right back here. So when you're looking at pieces like this, you really need a loop, you know, if you're out thrifting, and you really got to study it. It would hold any larger pendant so nicely. And it is, for me, you can tell by the clasp that it's been around for a while. The clasp is not broken, but it's an older style and it's been worn. Now this is unisex. And here it is on me. So that is about 16 to 17, about 16 inches. It's very nice and thick. So I'll show you, for instance. Is this still in here? I think it is. Where did it go? Yep, I do. I have a bail. Let's see if it will. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Look at that. I just put this on there. It's because this is a very heavy. Look at that. That actually looks perfect together with the thick wrap chain and then the much thicker pendant. And this is, see how that moves, the cat's eye in there? It is some type of stone, some type of like a cat's eye. I don't know the name of this. Does anyone know the name of this cat? Do you know the name of this type of black stone that has the cat's eye? It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not remembering it. And there's that. And then here's the back. It's, you know, it's more modern. I'm going to go with the year 2000. This is, it's not onyx. Black stone with cat's eye. At any rate, here's the deal. That looks so good together that if someone wants this gorgeous thick necklace and the pendant, so now it's going to come down to the pendant altogether right about here, the bottom of it on me, so it's perfect, right? If you want the pendant and the necklace together, I would sell it for $38. And that is some really cool stone. I just, for the life of me, don't know what. $38, $25 for the chain or $38 for both. Buy it now. And next time I bring this back, it's going to be like this. Because that fits perfect. It didn't even occur to me. That was just in my tray and I wanted to show an example. And then I was like, oh, and then, oh, it's perfect. So, yeah, and you see the way this clasp is worn down. There's like some copper underneath it. I would say this is definitely like a rhodium. It's got copper, sterling, silver. It's like that, the combo metals. Okay, but the chain itself has nowhere. Okay, come on. Okay, so 38 for both pieces. And it's coming back like this next time. Crit, crit, crit. I don't think it's hematite. I don't think it's hematite because I have actually a pair of hematite post earrings right here, and they're just a very solid kind of gray black. They don't have the cat's eye tourmaline, black tourmaline. I don't know. Chrysoberyl. Kathy, I'm going to look that up later, not right now. Chrysoberyl. Thank you. Okay, this is going down. Thank you for looking, everyone. Noel, I just now saw that. That was a good one. Okay, so this is going aside just for me to research that stone. Thank you, everyone, for being here and looking. Okay, so let's do this. I'm on a roll with necklaces right now. Let's do this. This is 925. This is so pretty. This is going to be a starting bit. Have I started using more words than just beautiful lately, you guys? I have a goal to use other words than this is beautiful, this is beautiful, this is beautiful. Have I achieved that yet? Someone let me know. Okay. This, I'm going to show it to you on Marlena. Hello, Marlena. This is spectacular. Spectacular, spectacular. Starts at 33. Super duper lightweight. It is 925. It is vintage. And it has these teeny tiny, like wafer thin, almost you could call them like little leaves, if you will. Look at that shine. Now see that, and it's marked 925. It is, here's the back. It is so incredibly dainty. It is vintage. It is vintage. Where is it? So it is, I don't know. I'll do my best to try to help you guys see it. I'm not so great with showing the loop and letting you read it. Hold on. JCM. JCM. They are over here. It says Italy. It's JCM vintage from Italy. And then on the back side, it's going to be very hard to show you. Oh, good Lord. JCM. Right there, it says Italy. And then on the opposite side, it says 92. Oh, no. This is the one where, see, it's on the clasp right down there. And these teeny tiny letters, 925. I looked this up to confirm it. This thing weighs like an eighth of an ounce at most. It is so delicate. Sparkles like crazy. Reminds me of like the garland you would put on a Christmas tree. Yeah. It's beautiful. See how, look at how elegant. Oops, this side. And it shimmers and it weighs nothing. You could layer this with so many things. And it is about, the way I'm holding it's not quite right. I'm going to go with 16 inches. Maybe 18. Yeah. So silver is at, what is it at? No, that was gold. Never mind. I was in a chat. Oh, that was gold. Melt rates are crazy. Gold scrap melt rates are crazy right now. I would not do that. Okay, going down. If you change your mind, put it in the chat. Let me know. And this one, I'm probably, again, only going to show a few times and then put it up on eBay. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's do this one. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Starting bid. This one is going to be more than the other one. I have 2 Victorian brooches. I need to get more. I need to get more. I am pretty sure that this is the original box. Although it's possible it's not. It's possible that this was a ring box. Right? Hard to know, but it's a very old little paper box. It has the, we just show the box. Oh my goodness. Well, wow. Crazy. Well, that's crazy. Here's the little white velvet, and here's where you could tuck a ring or this pin. I know this pin is tiny, but it's mighty. And what is it? Oh no, does it actually say something on the back? Okay, hold on. Stop the presses. Sorry. Take a look at the kimono or the old woven baskets my mother-in-law got as she traveled across the country. While I'm looking at what the heck is going on here. Oh, it does say something. Oh no. But it's very hard to understand. There's an S in something that almost looks like a fish and maybe a worn out crown. It's either, I hope I wasn't blinding you guys just now. I'm sorry. So, other way around. It's so hard to show this. There you go. See that? It's very worn. And it's so antique that I have no idea. Was it the maker? Is it an old marking for gold? Because it looks a little like gold. So, okay. Hold on. That's the back. The hook is just a little bit tilted over to the side. And it's just a roll up under. I could try to push that over, but that makes me nervous because it's so old that, and because it has a marking on it, I would kind of rather that a professional, I mean, it still just closes. But if you were going to wear it, I would have a jeweler fix it. Okay. And this is the front. Little leaves. There is a lot of filigree work on the little leaves. And this now is pink glass or a pink stone. Multifaceted. I'm not sure. And it is like this kind of cherry pink. It is prong set. See the little tiny prongs down there? It's very well made. Sorry, cat. It's very well made. I don't know. Is there, and see the back? How it's set in there? And it's open to the light like a gemstone would be, but it also could just be glass. I don't know. Were there pink like tourmalines? I don't know. I didn't look that up, but it's starting bid of 46, y'all. And it is tiny. It is very tiny. I know that, but it is really sweet. So it's marked cat on the back. You guys leave poor cat. I'm sorry, cat. It's 1 and almost a half inches long, almost a half. And that it's got all this fine filigree solder work and definition in the leaves that y'all are just not seeing because it's so tiny. And then across the width, it's almost 3/4 of an inch. Almost. It's a tiny thing, but it's just, let's look at it on my grandma's. Boy, this stuff gets dirty. Purse. Which is not, I mean, I don't want to pin it all the way in. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that was that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to research the maker further. Really get down in there. And the glass. I have a lot of feelings about this piece, and I always did. So I'm going to put it aside and do some more research. Just like the cat's eye stone. I know the name of that stone. But if I want to, no, oh, cat. Oh, cat. Oh, cat. Yeah, cat. I wasn't even paying attention. You guys were talking and just having a good time. And I was like, no one's interested. Takes a village. Okay. Mike, I'm sorry. Cat. Sorry. Fair warning. And since it's been in for a while, someone would have to come at 47 or more. No, Cat. I'm selling it. I didn't think anyone was interested. So then I was like, well, I'll do some more. You know what? Last call. Cat, if it's gold, it's yours. And you've got gold. And you know what? Thank you so much, Cat. Thank you. Cat, let me put it over here. If you drill down on this and figure out, I'm sure it's European. If you drill down on this and you can figure out the maker and all of that, let me know, girl. Oh, it's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Tug, what are you wandering around about? My dog is wandering around. I suspect they think it's like dinner time, but it's not quite dinner time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, friends, for capturing my attention. Good Lord. Where the shoop? Okay. Let's go down to the low. Oh, no. Let's do a household item. This is to the right person. This is a totally collectible item. I collected ducks and pigs for years and years. I collected a few pigs during the time I was a caregiver. This was one of my prized ones. And then I'm looking at these shelves and I'm thinking about everything that's going on and whatever. And I'm like, okay, you have to let that go. It's a good one. Come on. Starting bid of 26. This is, you know anyone who loves their K. Finch pottery or pigs? K. Finch. She is extremely collectible. Extremely. K. Finch of California. It's basically California pottery. 1950s, 1960s, when all the places were going great guns. And why? This was to make the mold, but I find it fascinating. This one foot is closed and all the others are open. Interesting, no? Well, to me it is. So K. Finch. Look at the little tail. Hand-painted flowers that are just gorgeous. It is a piggy bank. It's got the perfect, look at that. It almost reminds me of like a Mexican pottery, Talavera, right? I wonder if she took her style cue from that. Hand painted. Look at the little feet. And it's a piggy bank, but it's the type you would have to break open. So that's not going to happen. Look at the face. Look at the face. Oh my God. These are raised eyebrows. These. How can you? And it's got like real pig ears. This is very much like what a real pig looks like. Fat and pudgy with the long, long ears. It's not a stylized pig at all. And this is gorgeous. And this is a big one. Look at that tail. Oh my God. And the butt. It's glorious. And Look up K Finch. Look how big it is. How can you not like that face? Unless you don't like pigs. And I mean, and the ears are not the same, just like a real animal. I'll tell you how long it is and then we can move on. But oh my gosh. I have loved throughout my life, it started when my daughter was young, watching a PBS series on like the Frontier House and movies like that. Documentaries. There was 2 different series along that line on PBS that I've rewatched many times, and so has she. So the K Finch pig is 7 inches long and about 6.5 inches tall at its tail. And there's a brand new Frontier House that just came out on HBO Max. And it's very modern day, and they're really soft pedaling everything. So thank you for looking at the pig, everyone. They're really soft pedaling. How tough they're making it for these people so far. So it's not quite the same as the PBS ones, but it's still really cool. And they just had to go out and buy all their animals, with their like $1.80 lot 1, $4 lot 2, whatever. And the pigs look like that. So there you go. Okay, this is a buy it now. I hope you guys like my stories. This is a buy it now Sarah Coventry remembrance brooch. For $17. Something is giving me an allergy today. It's just that thing in the side of your throat that you get. Maybe you do or you don't with allergies. I don't know. I just noticed it. So these are the 90s Sarah Coventry. So, somewhere around 30 years old, maybe 28, 27. And it is both a pendant and a brooch. And this one looks like this. I have another one. It's not out today, but so you've got your faux kind of potato pearls and your faux, I don't know. I mean, if we were talking a real stone, I would be going with like howlite. But it's plastic, and then just the bump up of the metal. It does stand up 2 layers. And it's a good size. Oh, I didn't put it on the screen. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I think if I remember correctly, I buy it now at $17. I mean, a lot of people collect Sarah Coventry. And, it's one of those ones that holds its prices. People are forever collecting. And in another 10 years, it will move up in price. And in the meantime, it's just really pretty to wear. It is, 3 inches in diameter. And the, plastic light blues, browns, and whites really does look alike. And also this, like, real. Unless someone came and touched it, they wouldn't know the difference. And that's, Trifari, Sarah Coventry, other costume jewelry makers. Some of them are really good at that, and that's why they stayed popular and stay collectible. So 3 inches, buy it now, $17. Thank you for looking. I appreciate it. Ew, that throat thing's going to drive me nuts. I know a lot of people have, including my daughter, have been getting ill lately. And there is some new COVID variants going around. So there is that. But there's also like a really bad kind of summer coldish flu. I don't know what it is. All I know is I don't want any of it. I don't want any of it. So, okay. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. What? I picked up one bag. And it hooked onto another bag, which is really weird. And these came flying out. So since these came flying out, I was going to show something totally different, but I'm going to show these now. These are vintage. Probably 70s, possibly 70s or 80s. Buy it now for $12. Buy it now for $12. I like them, but you know, I like a lot of things. And there is no maker. The white rhinestones are enclosed, but I could wear them hanging on my ears. Hold on. They're not too heavy and they're not too light. They are wires. Fact of the matter is, I've pushed the wires back a little bit because they were wide open. I'm not sure these were ever worn. So here they are together. And then I like to show just one because it's just too hard to, I do have, well, here. What's wrong with me? I do have these. I do have earring holders. Might make it easier. It might make it a million times harder and it's just a waste of my time. I don't know. So, silver tone up on the top. It has a kind of like a clock face around with one in the middle. White rhinestones. And then down on the bottom, large at the bottom and graduated 2 sizes going up. They are a little on the longer dangly side. Pretty fun for an evening out or just your, you know, average going anywhere you want. $12. And this is the back. And like I said, these are not so heavy that I couldn't wear them. I could wear them. Let me see if I can get it to stop dangling. There you go. Yep. Buy it now for $12. And I will tell you how long they are. I actually, the more I look at them, the more I'm like, maybe I need them, which I don't. I don't need them. They are with the wire. I find that so hard to believe, but with the wire, they're almost 3 inches. Without the wire, 2.5. So let's go with, once they're in your ear, a little over 2.5 inches long, about down to here. Nice evening or daytime with a t-shirt look. Buy it now, $12. Okay. Yeah, I always forget that I have these earring holders. I don't know what's wrong with me. One day, maybe I'll know, and maybe not. Yeah, I really don't need them. So I am starting to gather up different types of items to sell on Whatnot. And for giveaways. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Like, so for instance, in doing a Whatnot sale, I would do all bangles or I would do all earrings or, so I am starting to gather that stuff up. And so this is, honest to God, a buy it now of 5. And I'm thinking this one's okay. I actually can't really date this because on the one hand, look at this. Here's the hinge cuff part. It's silver tone with like a red enameling and these silver tone dots. It is oval instead of round in shape. Here's the inside. It was worn. There's a little bit of just that wear here. I think this is from the 80s. I don't think it's super duper old. It opens just like that. It does have a little thing that goes in. I don't know if that was even necessary. And because it's oval, it just goes just like that. It looks really nice on. It's really fun. It's a 7.25. It would fit down to a 6.75, and then that way it would go down on your wrist, whereas on mine it's not going to. It's just a fun little item. If you're going to build a box with me, for you, for a teenager in your life, a guy with small wrists, this would work. Noelle's like, I'm going to build a box. Okay, Noelle. Noelle, it's nothing, like what you would normally buy, that super duper dot bangle red cuff. It's nothing like the quality that you would, that I normally see you purchasing, Noelle. I just want, and I'm sure you see that, but I just am reiterating that it's just not, thank you, Noelle. It's just not that quality that, or condition, or a lot of those things like Noelle has. And I'm serious. If you see Noelle's, thank you. Good, Noelle. I actually love the red and these dots. It matches my shirt. Thank you, Noelle. If anyone here is on Instagram, Noelle is on Instagram, and she posts photos of the jewelry that she buys from so many of us resellers, people we know and people we don't even know. And oh my, it's just like she has a jewelry museum. A jewelry museum. I'm not kidding. Okay. Thank you, Noelle. This is a buy it now of $14. I gotta tell you, I am not sure. I think this might have been from a reseller that I don't have anything to do with anymore as like a freebie. But I can't fully remember. It was originally $30. Boom, there's the price, right? It is an Australian opal. I just picked it up because it was sitting over there. This is one of those impossible things. It has greens and pinks. It is a deep purple color. And then inside of it, deep down in there, is these incredible flashes of green. It's just not, there's one, you can kind of see it. There's some pink in the stone. It just does not show. Sorry, cat. It doesn't show. I don't understand that. No matter what I have, and this is why I showed it once before, and then I was like, God, maybe I just need to do this as a giveaway one time. Because it won't show the green coming through on camera. Woo! Okay, that's just my purple. Woo! That's just my black light. And it certainly doesn't look like that in person, but at least it's giving you an understanding that there's stuff going on in there. See where it's lighting up? That's where the greens are inside of it. Now, obviously, it's just on this card. It's not mounted on anything. I do not know how to do metal work like that. No, cat, it's just an opal. It's just an opal. It is not, and it's got, pinks on the side. So hard to see. I know. I'm so sorry. It just, you can't see. It's just the opal. And it is, miniature. No, well, what is that word? I wish, that's the point, is I can't. It's a little over an inch long and about a 1/4 inch wide. I don't do metal work. If I did metal work, this as a ring, this as a brooch, yep, but I don't. So it may wind up that I do this as a giveaway, because since it's just, you would either love stones and add it to just like your stone collection, or you would know how to do metal work and you would epoxy it onto, a brooch clip, like take apart an old funky one and have the clip and then get Gorilla Glue and glue that in 3 places on top of the pin. I mean, these are all things I could do, right? But what? Noel. That is, okay, this is another word I have to write down. Oh, I mean, I can't even say the word. Mua. Is that right? Mua. What? I bet all kinds of people thought that was like a spaceship alien or something. Mua. I did. I said it right, because all I can think of is either like the language of Hawaii, like Polynesian. So that's where I went with that. Good. I did a good job. I'm proud of myself. I never. Yeah, right, Kathy. I'm with you. It's like, say what? Okay, this is a buy it now. Kathy. Kathy, what are you sewing? It is Hawaiian. Well, hot damn. See, I'm not totally dumb, you guys. Oh, man. This is a buy it now 17. Oh, no, not this one. Wait a minute. It's I have 3 different things that are similar. So I'm not going to. Ta-da! 1950s. The little fold over clasp with the square. So it's early 1950s. Fold over clasp. White. And these right here, see how that one moves? So does this one. They are supposed to. Quilt books to use for tags and things. Fascinating, Kathy. I'd love to see some of your work one day. So this is just a clear white rhinestone. Not quite choker, but smaller on the neck size. Necklace. Early 1950s. And I will show it to you on Dolly. I have 2 bracelets. Now, and they're all the same 1950s, early 1950s. And they're all the 2 bracelets and this necklace. Each is a slightly different sized rhinestone. I thought about selling them in a set together. And then I decided, well, I'm just going to do it like this. So here on Dolly, say hi, Dolly. And you notice how when it hangs, it does hang with the stones down, not up. Okay. That's not always the case with rhinestone items. They very often hang so that the rhinestones are facing up, kind of in your face. Slicing up quilt books to use for tags and things like bookmarks, gift tags, that type of stuff, Kathy. Kathy Wiseman, do you sell this stuff? Do you have like a store where you sell your artwork or a stand or something? Well, Dolly says hi through me. Poor Dolly, she has no hands. That's terrible. I never even thought about that, Noelle. Now, hold on. Someone clasped this together in a weird way, and that is bumming me out because now it's acting like, golly, what is up with this? I don't like it. Did someone screw this up like completely? What is going on? You know what? What is it? That's just bizarre. I don't like this. What is happening? I mean, I know it's all original pieces, but I can't. There you go. Okay, that was very weird. Maybe this is pushed up a little. Anyway, I had to struggle with it a little to get the fold over clasp off of this piece. So I guess that means it's going to be very secure on your neck. But I also just found it odd. Okay, so sure and no. What, Kathy? Sure and no. What does that mean? Kathy. Sure and no. Okay. So, yeah. So there you go. Here it is on me, and it is not folded shut, and it is tight, and it is not folded shut. And yes, I do have an older, little bit of a double chin right here, okay? But and I don't have a thin ballerina neck, but this is definitely that early 50s tiny ladies necklace because it's not even closed on me. That doesn't mean it wouldn't look great in your collection, but just letting you know, and I'll give you dimensions and then we'll move on. Yeah, it's a 14. That's why. It's a 14. Yes and no, Kathy. What the heck? I don't know what to do with that information. I don't know what to do with that. Okay, so at all. I maybe no, well, but I feel like it's even more cryptic than that. It's really like what? Okay, so this is a buy it now of 10, and I have 2 of these. Kathy. Okay, Kathy. White rhinestone bracelet. Fold over clasp. This one does not have the bumps, but it does have the square hook and attached end for the clasp, early 1950s. And this will fit me. Will it? No, this will not quite fit me. So this is a 6.5, possibly a 6.75, because it almost would close on me. So I would go with, to be really comfortable, I'd go with a 6.5. No dead stones. Beautiful early white rhinestone bracelet. Buy it now for $10. How could you go wrong for $10? I don't think you could. So that's one of them. I'm going to tie this bag shut because rhinestones, you get water on them. They're delicate on that, the articulated part. They are and they aren't, but if you've got it snagged and pulled, I don't want to do that. So the other one is where? Here's the other one. This one's also a buy it now for 10 because you can't remember what I said. I asked you if you sold your art and if you had a booth or if you just, that's what I asked you. This one also has a fold over clasp. It is also early 50s and it is larger rhinestones. This is the largest of the bunch. It is a bracelet. They are really nice, super shiny ones. Let's see if this one would fit me. It's probably, and this one, if I was younger and could still do clasps, this one fits me. So this is a 7.25 to a smaller 6.75. $10. That's actually a really good deal for the quality of this and the age. 50 years? Okay. So, and these items, those 3, I will probably bring back around one more time, and then, yeah, they're going on probably Whatnot with like my bangles and whatever. Yep. How's everyone doing? Everyone have a beverage? Kat, you have your sale tomorrow. Kathy. Kathy, you should like post things for sale on Instagram, or even just have a static drop sale of your art on YouTube, or come on with me with some of your artwork, and I'll be like, yeah, my friend Kathy's going to be on with me today. We'll do a Monday or a Tuesday, and she's going to sell her art. So, Kat, I will be there for a little while in the morning with you and Sabrina. And anyone who doesn't know or isn't subscribed to Calypso Antiques Kat or Sabrina, Simon says, let's make a deal. You should go sub to them. And tomorrow morning, Kat, put your time in Eastern time. They have a sale. It's always a lot of fun. I'm only going to be able to be there for like the first hour and a half, because I have to go over the hill. You don't have enough to sell? Kathy, yes, you do. I bet you anything you have loads of stuff. Okay. So I have had this set sitting around for a while. And it's a great set. I think it's 80s. And I have no idea anymore what I paid for it. I would just love it if someone else would love it at this point. You can only have so much inventory. And that's why I'm putting stuff aside for other avenues and etc. Because that's true. And I bought a headband from you Christmas. So you know what? I should actually, Kathy, I will get back to this when I'm not in a live sale, but I should get you to make me like a general headband that I can wear sometimes when I'm feeling silly. All right, so it is a buy it now for the set. It is Trifari. Oh, there it is. Trifari. And I think it's 90s. It does not have a royal crown hang tag. I didn't do that much research. It is this type of clasp. Very nicely made. Very much looks like real pearls. Very elegant. Very tiny. So you see how tiny this is? And here I am saying that it's like the 90s. The fact that it's that tiny, it really could be missing its hand. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, I'm totally wrong. It is on cotton thread. Yeah. So, and the gold spacers in between. Wow, I just noticed. The gold spacers in between, you guys are never going to be able to see this, are scrolled around. They're not just plain spacers. Okay, this is probably from the 50s or 60s. This is probably crown Trifari, and yeah, there you go. So it's not just the necklace. It is also, and they too say Trifari. it is also the clip-on faux pearl earrings. They're so well made. I mean, there's no scratches, no dings, no dents, no nothing. Ooh, look at that. I became fancy. So, and this, yeah, it's on cotton thread. It would be on metal if it was made in the 80s or 90s. So it's older. It may not be royal Trifari, but I kind of think it is after everything I just saw. People often would take those hang tags off and put it on something else, to trick people. I've never done such a thing, but it is done. There it is on me. So again, and this is comfortable, but it is that tight. It's a 14-incher, and it even has a rough feeling like real pearls. So there's that. With this, boom, I'm going out. Bye. See you later, everyone. I'm going to have Manhattans. Okay, bye now, 18. Yes, Kat, her headbands are really cool. Kat, if you have, so this is going down. And if someone doesn't decide they want to claim this for $18, which now that I realize everything about it is a good price. I don't know if it's coming back. Kat, go look at Kathy's IG and go look at some of her headbands. I got like a super simple one. It was kind of like a rush job last minute. But go check it out. Okay, these are going over here. Let's do another household item. Thank you all for being here with me. Starting bit of... Ooh. I don't remember who I got this from. Let's do the other one. Starting bid of 12. Snake theme. I like what you guys are talking about. My gosh, that is fascinating. So I got 3 of these from the same person, same reseller. And this one is a single shaker. And I'm assuming it was a salt and pepper, but it could have been a standalone. The shape of the top has me curious. It is cobalt blue with just kind of like a floral flourish, if you will. There you go. There you go. And it is deep cobalt. It is not light blue, which is what it looks like on my end. Here is the shaker. You know what I would do with this? Hat pins. There's the bottom. You can see how they did the mold. This is, like 1950s. It's relatively thin, and it is dark blue, and it is pretty tall. I'll tell you how tall it is. I would put hat pins. My mom's hat pins are in the other room, or I would stick a hat pin in there and show y'all what I'm talking about. It is 4.5 inches tall, and the bottom is 1.5 inches across. It's just, if you got hat pins, it's a perfect display for them. And everyone knows, we talked about it a lot, I don't know, several months ago, many months ago now, that the formula for making cobalt blue is gone until someone finds a new formula, because all the stuff that made cobalt blue goes into our computers and phones and whatnot. So we're not making this anymore. Yep. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Let's see. I cannot believe I have to drive over the hill tomorrow to do all of that. I don't want to. I hate it. Okay, let's do this. Again, no idea where I got this. I believe I showed this last week. That's okay. I'm doing it again. Starting bid is, or me? No. I bought this at one of the new little places that I'm finding up on the coast. Yay! So this is a starting bid of 20. Yeah, Kathy, I will probably want some kind of Victorian with costume jewelry theme. Like maybe actually I would send you some like broken pieces of the jewelry. Yeah, I'm going to think about that. Could you work with that, Kathy? You know what I'm saying, right? Okay, so this, how vintage is this? I don't know. Is it vintage? I don't know. What I do know is that it's really fun. Starting bid of 20. Here's the toggle clasp. And this is why, to me, it seems more modern. These are either stone or BONE or HORN, natural substance, carved. And it is there you go. It is a darker brown. And it's just on these silver tone links. And the toggle is why, I mean, if I just saw these links and the carved stones, I would be saying 70s. But the toggle pretty clearly goes with it. I don't think it was replaced. So that's why I jump up to more modern. But natural substances like this are not as commonly used because there's all these restrictions. So it just has me confused. Like, for instance, okay, here it's there, but you could also put a bead in this way on this piece if you wanted. I don't know if this was artisan or handmade, and maybe someone took apart a vintage piece and made this. I have no idea. Look at this. It's almost like that Celtic design with leaves. I mean, this is hand carved, right? I'll shine a light on it in a minute. Here's the bottom piece. These are hand carved. It's not plastic. Going back up. And here and there. And it's long. Oh, Kathy, you do. It's long. And I'll show you the natural substance in a minute. How you can tell that it is. See that? Look at that. Long. Okay. See? Okay. There's just the browns. It's just a carved, beautiful piece, right? Green. Any natural substance like that glows green. Let's get the handle out of there. Green. I mean, it could be horn, but see, that's the thing. All this kind of, at least in the United States and many, many places around the world, unless it's, say, antler that you find on the ground and you have a special license, you cannot use this type of thing. Or, deer, cleaned up by all the animals, carcass, the bones on the ground. You can use those. But so that gets you into artisan. So that's what I'm saying. Because of the toggle, I go to modern. But I have to say that at $20, just these carved pieces alone are worth almost double that. And it's super long. If I put this on, it would probably go down to my belly button. I would say, I'm just going to guess at it, that it's like, I don't know, 38 inches? Around 40? It's very long and it's really cool. And yeah, that's what I got to say about it. It's worth double what I'm asking, at least. Okay. It's going down, but it's not going away. It'll make its rounds back around. Okay, so listen, y'all. I have another big thing. I'm a little bit tired. Oh, you know what? If there's something if someone is here and perfect, you guys. Even know you that well, Kat, but somehow that just seems perfect. So probably close to a year. And there's one thing about it that's odd, although maybe it's supposed to be an anklet. I never could figure it out. And it just isn't moving. So I'm going to lose money on it. And I'm okay with that. I just want it to move. There's nothing wrong with this. It's not awful. I am buffering. Am I still buffering? Am I here? What did you miss? Talk to me, Seymour. I'm okay now? Okay. Did you hear me say that I've had this for around a year and no one is interested? So I'm losing money, but I just would like someone to have it. Okay? They actually got a new satellite dish outside that goes over to another satellite dish across the valley on a ridge a couple of months ago. And I used to buffer and glitch nonstop up here. Not anymore. So yay. Okay, so it's a whole set. Again, I don't know if it's ever been worn. Definitely artisan made. These are the earrings. They are mother of pearl. They have a lot of striations. There you go. In that hexagonal shape with little white seed beads. Really cute. Then you have, here's the toggle. It is made on wire. I don't don't know if you all can really see what I'm trying to show you. There it is. It's on wire, not string. And again, it's a whole bunch of different pieces with striations and white seed beads. Mother of pearl. Let's get rid of that. See all the striations in there? It's very nice. There's nothing wrong with it. Hola, Maritza. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, it doesn't have any colors other than the white. There is really no purples, no blues, no greens, no pinks, just the slightest. For all I know, the artist even cut these beads. I have no idea. It's a nice long necklace. I'll put it on Marlena. Now, so there's the earrings, there's the necklace, and see, it's long. It's a nice drop. I'll show it to you on my neck in a minute. And then we have the infamous bracelet. It's a toggle one. Here's the deal. It's a bracelet, but look how long it is. So, I mean, it's not an extra short necklace. Is it an anklet? Was it made for someone specifically who was a very large woman? I have no idea, because this bracelet is this big. It's like almost double my wrist size. I don't get it. Rose. Hi, Rose. There you go. Ink leg. It's just, I don't get it. So what I would do is I would take this piece, put it down there. Because if I was limber enough, I'd put it on my ankle and bring my ankle up here and show y'all. But yeah, that's not going to happen. So I would just put that down there. Maybe it fits on your ankle and maybe it doesn't. And for $20, buy it now. You've got a necklace. You guys, necklace and earring set. And then you have the bonus ink leg, or take it apart and restring it with a piece of string, or fishing line with the toggle, and make it fit your wrist size. And then you have all three. Boom, for $20. And this is long. This is probably about 26 inches. So it would hit me right down here. So, an extender. Maggie, no. They're acting up. So, $20, the whole set. Buy it now, y'all. Come on. Help a girl out. Toggle to toggle. Maybe, Rose. So, you are saying that I could take this. This is a fascinating concept that I never thought about until Rose is saying this. Rose? Maybe that's the point. I just, honest to God, never, that's a weird idea, but why not? They're the exact same toggles. If only I could do it, because now I'm curious. See, don't say things like that to me when I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I'm curious, and then I can't make it work, even though there's no reason why. Okay, so there it is, hooked together right there. And then, yeah, hook it together here. And you've got like a super duper long, like, good Lord, down to the middle of the tatas. You just would have this extra little piece in there. Well, that's fascinating, man. Okay, $20. Step right up, y'all. Please, I paid $35 for the set. So, there you go. I'm going to leave it like that. And it is pretty in person. It's not showing on here very well, but the white is opalescent. It's mother of pearl. And it's got, different striations. So it's not ugly in any way. It's just that bracelet piece always throws me off. And I think it doesn't sell because it doesn't have the like pinks and blues that mother of pearl often has or whatever. It's just a simple dressy piece. Okay, so this, if it won't sell for 20, it's not coming back. It's gonna go belly belt. I wish, Rose. I'm gonna put a little where are my sticky notes? I just had my sticky note to there. It's gonna go on eBay because I've brought this many times. And there you go, in the last year. And it's not happening. So that's the end of that. Anyone think about if they were interested in the highly crazy collectible Grateful Dead belt buckle? Very, very collectible 1978 Kelly's Mouse piece. It does need to have the buckle piece fixed, but what I'm asking for it, which is $150, you could flip it on eBay for $300. And the ones without the broken buckle, and there's not that many out there. I think there's like, when I looked, I think there was 3. And the ones that are not, the other 2 that didn't have a broken buckle, like $800 they're asking, and they will get it because it's the Grateful Dead, man. Okay, so I'm going to show just a couple more random things, and then I'm going to close it out for the night. And so if anyone saw something or you're rewinding and you're watching, put it in now. Now is the time to drop it in the chat. This is a starting bid of $38. I believe this is probably also around what I paid for these. But, and if they don't sell, I'm going to put them on eBay for $60. Alpaca, Mexico. So it's alpaca silver. Vintage pierced earrings. It's not as often you see alpaca as you see Texaco, right? These are gorgeous. So it's a lower, it's like the 825 or 850 sterling silver instead of 925. Look at these. Here's the 2 together. So there's mother of pearl with the pinks, etc. Crushed, and this is not crushed turquoise. I said that in my preview. I'm sorry. This is crushed lapis and abalone. These pieces are put in here individually by the artist. So let's get down into a piece. Many of you who've been around me for a while know this. You see that? That is crushed lapis, the blues, abalone, and the mother of pearl, alpaca silver, Mexico. Artisan pieces. These are beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh. I love them. The reality is I could wear these easy. And they would look good with my blue eyes. I just have so much jewelry. Gosh, I have so much jewelry. I do, but they're so good. And I'm here to tell you they're worth a lot more. One last little look-see. Thank you, Kat. These are so pretty. They are 1 1/4 inches in diameter. And yeah, I don't want to put things on eBay, although I am going to open my eBay store back up for things like this, that are on the higher end. But stuff that's kind of in the middle, like my plastic bangles that I love, I'm going to do live whatnot and just, have 30 bangles and just only bangles or only this or, I just, so those are going down. I don't think I'll be showing them again. So if you're watching on the replay, let me know because they are really unique and they are just stunning. I don't really want to sell on eBay again, nor whatnot, because they take a huge fee and I already cost average and, don't make, unless I'm lucky to find something for super cheap, I don't make a ton of money. So, I hate to do it, but at the same time, I can't, I can't afford to not sell. So here is this incredible belt buckle, y'all. Just one last time. I mean, this thing. So that's the front. And here is the back. Steal your face. 1978, Kelly's Mouse. I mean, and the official Grateful Dead product. This thing, it's very heavy. I think we determined it weighs almost 6 ounces. Oof. It's so good. And there is Grateful Dead things are hard to come by. There is a hardcore group out there of Grateful Dead collector items to do with the Grateful Dead. And it's kind of like Peter Max. I would equate it to like Peter Max. The items come up. They're always extremely pricey and they disappear really fast. So if you were a reseller, you could flip that easy. Okay. So let's show this Victorian brooch. You just joined Well Wishes. Oh, Kathy, I don't know. I mean, I never signed up for virtual antique marketplace. And can I list on Whatnot without doing any shows? Oh, also, not Vamp, but Knickknacks. I can list on Knickknacks, Jocelyn's platform. Thank you. I would prefer to I would prefer to list on Crazy Lamp Lady Jocelyn's platform and pay her the fees as a small independent business person than eBay. What is you just joined Well Wishes? What is that? Yeah. Yes. See, the only thing I don't like starting bid, let me get on with this. The only thing I don't like about Whatnot and a live sale is when I first checked it out, and I did do a few shows, and I am on there as a seller, they want you to go so fast, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm too old for all this nonsense. So maybe it has calmed down since then. Somebody has a birthday, not you, Rose. Okay. So here's the back. It's a big one. It is a good one. Look at that. Look at the front. Good gravy. Good gravy. I think this is a Victorian. This is like 1870s, 1880s, 1890s scarf pin or collar pin or even just giant hat pin, Rose. Woo! See? Cat, I can't deal with that. So I think I'm trying to figure out what these flowers are. It's almost like a peony so look. You see this flower? This is all hand done. So here's the petals and then the drop of the brass and copper. I'm not sure of the individual little balls making like a peony on top of leaves. Here's a teeny tiny little like daisy flower down in there. Here is some other dainty little flowers over here. Here's like a fern and another fern leaf. It's very three-dimensional. See that? How it's stacked. And then look at this. Swoop, 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 swoop. This thing is hot. Yeah, this thing is all hand done. It is incredible. Man. When I see these pieces, I think, and this clearly, it's not cut out. This was all hand done, but the front is so burnished and polished. And when I see, and it's a gold tone, there you go. When I see these pieces, I think, where has this piece been? Where did it live? What did the person who was wearing it, what did they do? Were they, this is like elegant jewelry. So were they a lady of the house? Were they just kind of middle class? They weren't lower class. The history of these is just striking. And I love this shape. And then this is indented. It has a lot going on. This probably cost $20 back then, which is a hell of a lot of money. Maybe 10, I don't know, and on some place like eBay, I'm sure I could get a lot more than 40. Wow. So 925. Yeah, I don't know, bros. I really don't know. And I haven't tested it. This is the first time I've shown it. And I haven't tested it. I'm going to test it this week. It's 4 inches long. And if it comes up and it's 2 inches wide in its widest part, if this comes up as a gold or a 925 over top of a brass, the price is going to go way up. It's so cool. Okay. Okay. No, well. Yeah. Okay. I will show this a couple more times, and then you know where it's going, y'all. Noel only. Yep. People pay good money to watch ladies pop balloons with their feet. Like, what? Oh my God. I'm like, okay. I don't understand this at all, but okay. I see Noel is in. Oh my God. Like, honestly, I mean, okay, look. You know, this world is filled with all kinds of different people. That's all I got to say. But no, it's not all I've got to say. But I would not be interested. Fair warning. You guys should have to come in at 41 or higher. Last call. I would not pay to watch a woman or a man, a person, pop balloons with their feet. Eat ice cream. Sorry. I don't get it. Okay. Last time I'm going to show this, and then Noelle is going to get this for 40. And, you know, I'm not making a ton more than I paid for it, but oh my God, come on, y'all. This is an incredibly layered one. Whoop, 4 inches long, 2 across. Dana Grace, hi, honey. How's it going? Okay. I gave everyone ample opportunity. Thank you, Noelle. Noelle knows what she likes. Thank you, thank you. This is a really good one. I think I could have started off at like 50. Yeah, but I wanted to, you know, give you a deal because you're always here, and I'm thinking, you know, you probably want it and you buy a lot from me. So I don't want to always upcharge too much. Nice. Thank you. Okay. Okie dokie. Dana Grace, how is the weather out over there? Out over there. That's what I want to know. How is the weather out over there? Okay, I'm gonna show this again. Where did I even get this? No, I'm not gonna show that again. I'm gonna show, I don't know. Welcome in, everyone. Ooh, I'm gonna show these. And then I think I'll close. I'll show the papers. Yeah, I believe in burning up. And then with the humidity. No. If I go white and am I done buffering? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I back? You guys. I'm buffering. See, that's the other reason why I guess I need to quit. Am I done buffering? Someone tell me that I'm okay. I will say, I don't know if you can hear me or not. YouTube was acting really weird today. I was on someone else's channel and they kept freezing, and then I couldn't go into other people's channels to drop their links because it wouldn't even load on YouTube. There was something really weird going on YouTube today. Okay, so this is a bite now for 29. Thank God I'm back. And another reason that I need to close soon. This is super complex and really spectacular, and that it doesn't ever show quite right here. So that's why I showed it in the preview, and I took a little bit of time because it's got a lot going on that is really cool. It just doesn't want to show you when I bring it on camera. It's shy. It is a really good one. There's some bubbles. I have no idea who made it. I believe, I paid close to this. I'm making a little bit, not a lot. Look at the bubbles. I used to know the name of this one. Look at that. It's really a fun one if you like to sit and stare at these. Look at the swirls inside of it. And you can tell it's a much older one. Like how my camera just changed. It's a much older one. Look at the old paper on there. Reminds me of old Chinese. Like when I would go to Chinatown. Polished bottom. This is a really good one, y'all. It's worth more than 29 by far. And it's got these, it's almost like a extreme cat's eye layered marble with the bubbles, if you will. Yep. And it's that big. So, I don't know, like 2 by 2, 2.5 by 2.5, something like that. It's a sweetheart. Look at that. It's really nice. Yes, Rose. Looks like a huge marble. Ew, a lot of mud. Yeah. No, YouTube has, I'm telling you, this was like this morning, and I'm a moderator on this channel, and we drop links of everyone's channels, and so you just click on the name and you go to their thing and you copy and paste, you come back, you drop the link. It wouldn't load the information for anyone's channel. It was just blank. And then when I would come back to the show I was moderating, I couldn't get back in the show. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Okay, this is, thank you all for being here. Where is that price? Yeah, refresh, right? And because I'm buffering and because I'm hungry, but I love hanging out with my friends. Thank you. This is my last item of the sale. Dana, I'm glad you popped on before I disappeared. Starting bid of $38. I asked more for this last week, and I could still be asking more, but I'm not going to. These are that's my new thing. Spectacular, spectacular. Instead of saying beautiful all the time, spectacular, spectacular. Here's the back. Really good puddling. No clip on, no, ooh, there is a maker. Oh my God. No, we went through this before. All it says is patent pending. Arg. It says, so anyway, it says patent pending. So that means this was a high-end company, and people were stealing their design. Good night, Noelle. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you later. So these are these incredible green tourmaline watermelon glass clip-on earrings. They are stunning. Look at the colors. Look at that. So there's a couple companies that did this, and that's probably why they had to put the patent pending, whoever this was. And these are darker and smokier than just the straight watermelon glass that I'm used to. And so, oh my God, Grace, I remember that. I'm done with that, but I so remember the menopause on top of all the rest of it. Ugh, unbearable. So the way that they make this glass, is there's foil underneath here. So the glass is already like this dark citrine green or this dark emerald green. And then they put a foil underneath these multifaceted stones and the prong set rhinestone cuts to create those vivid colors. I mean, do you see as I'm moving it every time I move it? And this is not truly watermelon glass because, as I said, that's lighter, very watermelon color. I've never seen this dark. I mean, this is like check glass with the foil underneath it. In the sun, see, when I pull it all the way back here, you can't see anything that's going on. But in the sun, these babies, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so thank you everyone for looking. They are 1 1/4 inches long. These are, I really wish I knew the maker. It's a high-end maker by about 1 inch across. And the middle stone sits up high. They're just spectacular. And I've never seen this emerald green check glass with the dark green citrine with the watermelon. So maybe I've never seen it because this pair with patent pending, this company didn't make it. I don't know, but I love them. And this is the second time I've shown them. I will show them 1 or 2 more times maybe, and yeah, then they'll go on eBay. So there was a few things from my preview that I did not bring this evening. I usually stack up more things than I bring, unless, there's like a buying frenzy, and then I just keep going. But I'm okay with that. And I'm gonna feed my animals and say thank you to everyone that came here tonight. And I'll put Dolly and Marlena to bed. And I'm gonna get my dinner and go up to bed and watch some good TV. Don't know what that will be tonight, but it'll be something. What are y'all gonna do? And then I'll see you and Sabrina tomorrow, Kat, before I go to my MRI, dip into, I think, Costco, and then go to the music festival, at least for a little while. It's free. And the barbecue, I support the Anderson Valley Senior Center by doing that. So, and listen to some great music on the grass in the sun for free. I mean, what more do you want, right? Good night, Cap. Good night, Rose. Good night, Dana. It's always good to see you. Noelle already left. Peace out, Noelle. Thank you. Noelle is amazing. Romola, Maritza. Thank you, everyone. If you're watching on the replay, please reach out to me at my email or in the comments. See everyone very soon. Good night.